Well, it happened in each of the two deadly explosions that rocked our nation this week. Stories about those who risked their lives in order to come to the aid of others.
So what is the best way to help during an emergency that involves serious injuries? Sylvia Gonzalez spoke with a doctor to find out.
When these things happen, know basic first aid, be situationally aware, and don't get yourself in situations where you can get hurt even more.
According to Dr. Sudip, Bose, emergency medicine physician at Medical Center Hospital, when situations like Boston or West happen, the most important thing to do is assess the scene and then render aid. He says not doing so can cost more lives.
We have to be aware of the scene. If we go in to provide first aid or to try to save lives, and the scene isn't safe, nobody's lives going to get saved. We'll probably end up having more injuries. It's important to have the scene secured, the perimeter secured, probably by, the police or other officials.
Bose offers advice on the first thing that should be treated should you find yourself in a situation where there are many injured.
Tending to the victims and trying to stop any sources of bleeding. Burns are treated differently than broken legs, which are differently treated than someone who's bleeding out. Holding pressure on those bleeding wounds, that's crucial.
He tells us knowing basic first aid is not only helpful during a major catastrophe, but also during everyday living.
I think it's crucial that everybody knows first aid, and it's not only for unfortunate situations like in Boston, but whatever situation you may find yourself in at home. Basic first aid, CPR, things like that are essential to everyday life and things we may encounter every day.
Sylvia Gonzalez, News West 9.